everybody and welcome to Brain Linker. In some of the previous videos, we have been discussing about object relational mismatches. In this video, we are also going to continue with that and we'll see last mismatch. In case if you haven't watched previous two Hibernate videos, I suggest you to watch those videos after completing this video. I will give link in the description. Without wasting time, let's get started. Name of the last mismatch is the problem of navigation. Let's see what it says. There is a fundamental difference in how you access data in Java and in an RDBMS. In Java, you access data through objects. Let's see how. Continuing with the earlier example, suppose we want to access customer's address. How would you do that? In order to do that, we have to create customer's object. And using this object, we can access all the members of customer's class. In order to access customer's address, we have to call getAddress method of customer's class. This method will return an address object. Now using this address object, again we can access all the members of the class. We can access street, we can access city, we can access country. For example, here we have accessed country. We have set country to India, and here we retrieve the country using getCountry method. Another thing is Java is a bit lazy like me. In technical terms, it uses lazy loading. You might have a question, what is a lazy loading? Lazy loading means creating objects only when first accessed or needed. For example, here we have created an address object in getAddress method. Means we are creating an address object only when required. Whenever we call getAddress method, that means we require address object. We haven't created in constructor. If we do that, then address object will be created with the customer's object. Sometimes it happens that we are not interested in an address of the customer. We just want to access first name and last name of the customer. In that case, since we have created an address object with customer's object, this object will reside in memory and will waste the memory, because waste is something that is in memory but no longer in use. That is what happens with this address object. So lazy loading helps us in better memory utilization, but lazy loading is not an efficient way to retrieve data from a relational database. For example, suppose we have a company and employee class, and as we know that there is a one-to-many relationship between company and employees, means one company can have any number of employees. Suppose if we want to print details of all the companies, then due to lazy loading, we will end up getting n+1 select problem. Let's see how. This is a Java code to retrieve all the companies. Using this corporate group object, we call getCompanies method. This method will return a set of companies. Its equivalent query would be something like this. Here we are assuming that we have a company table in which we have columns like company ID, company name, all the company related information. This query would be executed one time to retrieve all the companies. Now we realize that we need employee details as well, but we haven't loaded it because of lazy loading. So we have to load it using getEmployees method. Here for sake of simplicity, I have written each company object, but actually I have to iterate over this set. Again, for sake of simplicity, I have written company ID here, but there can be more details of the company. Equivalent query of this statement would be like something like this. Select star from employee where company ID is equals to question mark. I have to replace each company ID retrieved by this query here. So this query would be executed n times. Suppose I have 5 companies, then this query would be executed 5 times. Suppose I have 10 companies, then this query would be executed 10 times. Suppose I have n companies, then this query would be executed n times. So total n+1 request will be sent to the database. That's why the name n+1 select problem. Due to more number of requests to the database, performance degrades. If lazy loading is not in the picture,
then we can write all these two queries in one request. Let's see how. Using join we can achieve that. Here we have to send only one request. That's all for problem of data navigation.
That's all for today's video. If you like this video, then please press the like button, hit the subscribe button to join the collection. You can give your feedback or doubt in comment section. Goodbye.